In a village that derives its very name from the cascading waters of the Menominee River, this place along Main Street carries special meaning.
That piece of property is arguably the best piece of property in our entire community.
The site of what will soon be a luxury apartment complex was, in recent years, an abandoned bank.
We had this behemoth of a building on Main Street.
Village trustee David Glasgow says the old bank building was blighted.
Nobody wanted to touch it.
And when it comes to private development, blight is a crucial word because it opens the door to massive tax breaks.
I don't think it was run down. I don't think it was in shape.
The bank was in no way blighted.
Really the best piece of real estate in this community.
Steve Welkenbach is with the Menominee Falls Taxpayers Association.
If you got to give incentive to get that developed, then you've got other problems in your community.
In 2015, the Falls Village Board narrowly approved a $3.9 million tax incentive for a 114-unit apartment complex here. The vote was 4-3. David Glasgow voted for it.
There's excitement down the downtown area.
Jeremy Walls voted against it.
I would have loved to have seen a brew pub, some sort of bar or restaurant.
Next Tuesday, both are running for Village Board President.
This just was not what our village needed.
In September of 2016, Riverwalk on the Falls started construction. And soon after, residents like Michelle Pierce started complaining.
All I see is that building in my face.
Don't know that we needed quite the monstrosity that this thing is.
And Walls has heard plenty of complaints like those.
It's too big and it's too close to the street.
But the number one question he now gets is, when will the project finally be done?
It's taken a long time, that's for sure.
If you look at the building from Main Street, it looks like it's virtually complete. But look beyond the facade, and you'll see a much different story. The south portion of the complex is ready for finish work inside, while the center building has just been framed, and the walls of the north wing have barely even begun. And that's a problem because the tax incentives in the deal were contingent upon its completion by the end of 2017.
This is something that fell through the cracks.
Last month, trustee Paul Tata issued a press release declaring that village manager Mark Fitzgerald forgot about the developer's deadline, a claim the village manager denies.
I want to know how it happened, how it was missed, how we were not informed.
On March 19th, developer Mark Wimmer told the board they ran into issues with bedrock, water infiltration, and site access, among other things, all of which put the project behind schedule.
We need some additional time.
So the board agreed to make him a deal. They reduced the total tax incentive by $100,000 in exchange for a new deadline, May of 2019.
That's beyond unacceptable.
That's another entire year plus.
But it's what trustee David Glasgow said just before the vote that caught some of his colleagues off guard.
We've been getting regular status updates from Mark Fitzgerald about the delays.
Listen to that again and watch the eyes of board member Katie Kress.
We've been getting regular status updates from Mark Fitzgerald about the delays due to worker shortages, due to construction workers, skilled trades.
I was surprised. Clearly surprised.
Kress says she never got any updates about project delays, much less regular updates.
I don't believe that to be an honest statement.
I don't recall ever getting an update on these delays that were happening.
All 7 of us had known for quite some time. We're talking probably 6, 7, 8 months of the delays involving the developer and what they were experiencing.
Were you getting emails? Were you getting memos? How were you getting these updates?
In meetings.
In meetings.
In meetings, exactly.
Glasgow says the meetings were closed to the public, but our investigation finds the Riverwalk project has not appeared on any village meeting agenda since 2016, open or closed.
I would not have pursued going after Wimmer if I knew there was delays.
The delayed construction is a sensitive subject in Menominee Falls, which is still reeling from an $18 million loan to build the Radisson Hotel, whose original owners went belly up before they paid taxpayers back.
Everybody says this is the Radisson 2.0.
But Kress says those comparisons are off the mark.
These are different situations.
The hotel involved tax money up front, while the Riverwalk deal involves a refund on future tax payments once the project is complete. And Mark Wimmer assures the village his project is on solid financial ground.
The project is 100% financed.
If only it were 100% finished. As for the project's new timeline, it's now going to be completed in stages. The south wing here, which you see is mostly complete, and what they call the core section, these are still due to be finished later this year, fall of 2018, and ready for tenants. But this last section, the open space you see over here, that's the north wing. They haven't even really begun putting up the walls. It is due to be finished in May of 2019. In Menomonee Falls, Brian Polson, Fox 6 Investigators.